Hey, Zur is in the reef this week. God, you know what would be great? If this video doesn't get demonetized. My Zur video last week got demonetized. That's funny. It's because it happened on June 9th through the 11th, and 9/11 was in the title. Go figure. YouTube, you are amazing. Legacy primary weapon engrams are available from Zur. If there are any primary weapons that you need from the olden times, you can get them. The Helm of Saint 14, with a absolutely atrocious roll on it. A solid intellect roll. Reroll that ASAP. Ashes to Asset, Second Thoughts, Infusion. The main thing with this is it causes enemies who enter your Ward of Dawn to be blinded. This is probably one of the more interesting helms for Titans. It used to be like absolute god tier in year one, but there's a lot more stuff out there that's kind of better. I still just use Armamentarium because more ammo, less problems. Blinding Bubble is definitely good in Crota's End Raid, on a few fights where you just need stuff to be blinded if it goes into your bubble. The blinding effect is very good in PvE. Doesn't really get used much in PvP. If you're going into bubbles in PvP, you probably just shouldn't do it. You should expect to lose, and this is just insult to injury if you go in there. Definitely re-roll this helm if you choose to pick it up. The Khepri Sting with a solid strength roll. Yep, once again, just re-roll that. That is horrible. That is horrifyingly bad. We have Switchblade, Impact Induction, Scout Rifle Reloader, and Machine Gun Reloader, but that won't matter because it'll all get reloaded. The main thing with these gloves is you gain invisibility after crouching in place for a short time. This works on any spec with a Hunter, by the way. So you can be an invisible Golden Gunner. You can even pop your super and then crouch, and you will go invisible, and you'll be an invisible Golden Gun, which is kind of funny. Melee attacking an enemy from behind while invisible will deliver 4 times damage, and melee attacks apply a lingering damage effect. If you use Throwing Knife with the burn damage plus this, it causes... You can't one-hit anyone anymore, I don't believe. But yeah, it's still very strong. It's a fringe build, but it's funny. It's funny to hit someone in PvP with that. However, it's just not that viable of a thing. Having to crouch, go invisible all the time slows down the pace, and Destiny's just a very fast-paced game. Most people are smart enough to counter it anyway, so... But the 4 times damage when stabbing someone from the back is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. If you end up picking this up, re-roll it. Re-roll it. The Light Beyond Nemesis with Intellect and Discipline, those are good stats, but this stat roll is only at like 92%. If you care about trying to get a tier 12 build, you're going to want to re-roll this to get higher stats. Has Infusion, Hands-On, Heavy Lifting. The main perk on this, Revive Fallen Teammates and be revived faster, Super Generate an extra Orb. This is just a very good all-round helm to use. You can, revive people faster in both PvE and PvP, which is good for every activity that revives are available in, at least. And then more supers. I mean, hopefully your teammates also will be using those extra orbs. In PvP, it can be huge. In PvE, people seem to save their supers a lot, which is unfortunate. If a Daybreak Strike ever actually pops up, man, this will be even better because you're going to have your super up constantly, making even more orbs than you already do. Light Beyond Nemesis, it's still just one of the best exotics to use. If you don't know what you should use, and you're like, oh, I don't really need one, just put this on. It's good. It's always going to be good. The weapon available this week is the Trespasser. So this thing has Be the Danger. This weapon fires bursts of bullets with deadly accuracy. This is a hit scan. This is a hit scan sidearm. So you don't have travel time like you do with Dreg's Promise. And it does fire in bursts. Plus it looks like a Robocop gun. It's really cool. I'm very fond of the Crucible Assassin ornament personally. That black, silver, and gold looks very sleek. The main perk on here, Unrepentant Reloading after a kill, causes the next burst to be a longer, more powerful super burst. I don't like this in PvE because you burn through your ammo, and usually it only takes 1 burst to kill most tier 1 mobs. So in the rare chance you need to kill a tier 2 mob, hopefully you have that up, but most of the time it's just going to cause you to use even more ammo than you normally would, and you're going to overkill stuff. I highly recommend that you use either hand-loaded or quick draw on this gun. I'm more partial to hand-loaded, but quick draw is pretty good too. The reason you don't want to use reinforced barrel is this is a burst fire weapon, and you don't want to hurt the stability. Plus, the actual difference between these two, the bar seems huge. There's not much of a difference. It's maybe a step, the equivalent to like 1 step, not even a meter in PvP, and then PvE, who cares? So use hand loaded if you want a range increase. Use quick draw if you want a speed increase. both are pretty good. I personally use Sure Shot on this one for better target acquisition, but Steady Hand's fine. Really, use whatever you're most comfortable with. Keep in mind, you can't really take advantage of the Unrepentant perk anymore in PvP because, well, you don't spawn with more ammo. So you're going to have to go pick up ammo if you want to use Unrepentant. It's still worth it to do it because Unrepentant is very powerful. You can 2-burst, or you can 1-burst someone with the Super Burst if they all land on the head. The other things available, Bad Juju and Dragon's Bane. First time that one's been available, I believe. And then Truth with Heart of Gold. Oh, it's a gold Truth. It's beautiful. Both of these are really nice. If you have the Silver Dust and Strange Coins, you should consider picking these up. These are pretty cool. The Emerald Coil Drive, Void Drive, 3 Heavy Ammo Synthesis, 10 Heavy Ammo Synths, 5 3 of Coins, and then 3 Glass Needles. You need Glass Needles if you end up wanting to use any of these this week, because God, they're horribly rolled. Motes of Light and Exotic Shards. Hey, thanks for tuning in. YouTube, if you're watching right now, don't demonetize my video. I kind of need this as a job, you know. Yeah. Woe is me. I'm a YouTuber. All right. Thanks for everyone tuning in. I will see you all next time.